As gas prices remain high, some drivers are considering whether or not gas credit cards are worth their time as they look for ways to cut costs on their commutes. So joining me now for more on this is MoneyWatch reporter Megan Cerullo. All right, Megan, gas credit cards, just how much money are average Americans actually spending on gas now compared to last year? And why are consumers looking at gas credit cards, which to me seems like you'd wind up spending even more money if you're putting it on a credit card?
Well, anyone who's driven lately, who commutes to work regularly, or who traveled for the 4th of July weekend knows that gas is really expensive right now. In 2019, which was sort of the last normal year that it makes sense to compare prices to, the average American household spent $2,000 on gas, with costs up about 50%. That means this year they'd spend $3,000, which is a lot of money, but there are ways to save.
Okay, we want to know about that. For consumers who are looking at gas credit cards, what factors should they be considering when deciding on a card?
Sure. So there are station issue cards, like you can get a Shell or Texaco card, but that only makes sense if you live right next to a Shell station, for example, and that's where you buy all of your gas, because those kinds of cards will only earn you rewards at those stations. And the other thing about the station issued cards is the savings are pretty modest, like 5 to 10 cents per gallon. And especially when gas costs are really high, a percentage discount is going to be a lot more meaningful. And a lot of people probably already have a credit card that offers 2 to 3% cash back on gas. And depending on how much you drive, how much gas you consume, that might be good enough for you if you don't want to open another account. But the gold standard, if you drive a lot, you really want to look for ways to save, is to look for a card that offers 5% cash back. That'll earn you meaningful rewards, can save you, about $150 a year, which is a few free fill-ups.
That is worth it, especially when fill-ups are what they are right now. How has the rise in gas prices shifted, just how consumers are spending their money, and what communities are impacted the most?
Well, certainly folks who have to drive to get to work, for example, are feeling the pain, and they may have to cut costs elsewhere. Anyone who commutes to work on a semi-regular basis and who has the ability to work from home should consider asking their employer if they can, work remotely and stay home to save money, at least while gas prices are this high.
I'll try that, but I don't think it's going to work. Megan, thank you very much.
Thanks, Anne Marie.